Okay, we're live. Hello. I don't know why I'm so nervous. I've streamed before, just not here. I don't know why I'm so nervous about it. Hello everyone, welcome to this stream. This is my first stream on YouTube, so welcome YouTube viewers. And yeah, we're gonna be playing Doki Doki Literature Club today. Hi Anzu, welcome! Hold on, why is my OBS chat not even updated? Hold on, this is bad. Why is it not working? Hold on. Hold on a second. How do I refresh? Okay, there we go. Made it work. Of course there's going to be scuff. There's always scuff with my streams. Hi, it's me, your favourite British VTuber. I've submitted to the Britishism. Is that even a word? Britishism. I've admitted to it, or submitted to it. I don't know English. But yeah, we're going to be playing Doki Doki. I did some yesterday, started it, so we're going to continue it. I think I did only 2 days, so I'm going to continue with everything else. So, let us switch to the gaming. Although, I have not yet loaded up the game, so just bear with me a second. Let me just, I need to close Chrome, don't I? I'm not sure if I can, let me just, what was I doing? Oh yeah, sorry, not really with it today. DDLC, there it is. Hopefully my computer won't scream to death because we are talking about 4 GB of RAM here. Why is it not coming up? There we go. Hi, welcome. We got it to work. Right. So, I do not need to click new game. I need to click load game. Also, is the volume okay? I'm not sure if my voice is too loud. Before we get started. It's funny that my only two viewers are from the server. Right. I'm just getting everything set up. So is the volume okay? I'm not sure. I'm really paranoid about things like this. Like, will it be okay? Volume is okay. Okay, that's good. Right, let's continue then. This was this was Natsuki's route, so let's do Yuri's route. I couldn't choose which girl to do, so I'm doing all of them. Okay. I'm sorry in advance for any lag or anything. I am currently running Chrome and Doki Doki and my music program at the same time. So my computer only has 4 GB of RAM, so... But yes, this is probably the most British you've ever heard me, guys. It's part of my character, but also I'm not exactly faking it. Anyways, I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. But at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Ah, crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. Love at first sight. British Yuri. I know, I'm very British right now. British. Oh, let me go get some tea and biscuits. I actually did have tea and biscuits yesterday's stream though. I actually went and made some tea. Aww, well I'm glad you like it. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I muttered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book that you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Girl was sketchy as hell. No comment. Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book? Ah, well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... Ah, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. Ah, I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about, anyway? Well... Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Seems a bit creepy. Alright, I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister, but as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escape from a what? From a human experiment prison. That went dark really quickly. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships and her life starts to fall apart. Wow. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I didn't expect that. Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Hal? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, it just caught me off guard. I'm not too bad with horror. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that these kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective, when horrible things happen not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. That's kind of interesting, actually. Oh, you've not played it yet? I've only played, like, a very small bit of it, like, in the past, but then my computer, decided to fry itself, so I've got this new one now, but this one's even worse. This one's only got 4 gigabytes of RAM. Oh, I forgot to read that bit. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologise. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people, so I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. Yeah, that's true. It was running stable 15 frames. Oh. "15 frames is bad anyways." Yeah, but heavy things like lights and water and all the fancy graphics make my computer really hot, which is why a visual novel is pretty much the only thing I can play at the minute, because it's pretty much just flat graphics. Although the art in this game is really pretty, I must say. It's a literature club after all. Ah, that's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I've put into my bag. I've not heard of that game. What's it about? Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yori's. Ah, yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. She's cute. That is, reading in company with someone. Oh, is she a lonely cutie? Not anymore. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yori means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing, maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yori is in the corner of my eye. I realise that she's not actually looking at her own book. Is she reading mine? Oh, I've heard of needy streamer overload. I don't think my computer could handle it. When I get a better computer, definitely. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was just... Yori, you really apologise a lot, don't you? She's just like me. I always apologise for things. I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yori's, then hold my book more between the two of them. Ah, I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Pretty art moment! We have pretty art with Natsuki, and now we have pretty art with Yuri. A pretty small game. Okay. I like small games, like indie games and stuff like that. They can be sometimes even better than the big ones. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. Ah, I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Eh? To turn the page. Ah, sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. Ah, that's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. She's really cute. I really like her. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. I mean, I can try it. I'm happy to try new things. I'm not usually into fighting games, but I'm happy to try things. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second guesses all of the things that she says and does, like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. Yuri remains silent for a moment. But how? That's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. Oh, that's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait, I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute. Oh, this is so cute. Oh, it costs money. I can get more money soon, hopefully. So I might be able to get it. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. Monica jump scare. Monica always ruins the moments. I think it's about time we share today's poem with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales, spurred from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright, I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright, I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Okay, we're at the poem bit now. Okay. Yeah, I don't mind being shown at some point. There's no rush for things. I'm just going to take a drink quickly. My throat's not as sore as yesterday, but it's still a little bit sore, so... Who should I show to first? Yuri. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion to be fair. Yeah, that's true. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. Eh? What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. He's going to hate me. Oh, poor girl. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. Anzu left. No, Anzu's just a lurker, probably. Lurkers are fine too. Eh? That's... I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. traces her finger along the word in the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognise in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanour totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. She's good at things like this. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologising to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity to her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ah, this is the nice poem. I've already read it before, but I'll read it again. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Your handwriting's actually really nice, Yuri. Ah, well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Eh? That's a relief. Also, I liked the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Hal. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. Eh? It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so... Nah, if anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Hal. Oh, that's so cute. Ah, me too. Who should I show my poem to next? I guess Sayori. This is a good poem, Hal. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who'd be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously, or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy that you just wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now, not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Hal. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined, knowing how much this means to her and all. Sayori's kind of cute, I like her. Yeah, and I'm going to make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay! Now, you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear Sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me, kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No! Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Ah, yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast, even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time I won't forget, and I'm going to write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. I'm feeling a bit better, thank you. I kind of, I still feel a bit sick and a bit achy, but I've been taking medication, so then that's the key. Hell, if you're not going to take this club seriously, then go home. What the heck? That's mean. Wait, what? Harsh? What, you expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid? That's mean. Why are you so mean to me? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put in effort. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Painful to think about. Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I'd tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. She's so mean. I didn't expect that. Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you, you'll probably think it's stupid. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it. I like this poem, actually. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to feel sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening, so I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realised. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, guess not. I decided to humour her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. And lastly, Monica. I need to sneeze. Never mind, it didn't come. It didn't come. Hi, Hao. Having a good time so far? Ah, yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Hal. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Great job, Hal. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it works anyway. Yeah, it's my first time playing it. I did play it in the past, but I only got, to just past day 1 or something. I don't even think I fully finished day 2. And then my computer basically decided, haha, bye, and, set itself on fire, so that's fun. So this is a different computer now, and I don't have my old save, so And this was like, what, a year ago? So I don't really remember what happened anyways. So we can just say that it's my first time. I don't think I ever got this far anyways. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness, Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyse all of the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kind of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Ahaha. Ahaha. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Yeah, hers is the longest one with the scroll bar. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See, the direction the speckle protrudes. A noisy neighbour? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas, already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realise now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip for the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try too hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. She's kind of cute, but she's also a bit mean sometimes. Jevil, I don't know what that is. Phew, I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me from my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it, which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Hel did too, so based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And Hel liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. This is the fight scene. Deltarune, I've heard of that. I haven't played it though. I should probably play it at some point. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Eh? That's not what I... Uh, you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Hell appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh, and how do you know that he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one who's... That voice catches me off guard. I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Hell started showing up. Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you! I don't like fighting guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me, as if they just noticed I was standing there. Hell, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Hell. Wait! There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning them most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Hal? Well... How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So this time I am on Yuri's route, so I will go to Yuri. Natsuki, you're right that I liked your poem. See? Wait, that's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously. I understand. Yuri. Eh? You're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed. Well, that's... But here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it, and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. I see. I didn't notice that I'm sorry. But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that... Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things that you didn't mean. Yuri apologised. Don't you think you should too? Natsuki clenches her fists. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped, at this point being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up even feeling bad for her. Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head. Sayori, she doesn't need to. You know what? I'm gonna do that. It'll spare me from having to look at all your faces right now. Without warning, Natsuki snatches her own poem up from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumples up the poem with her hands and throws it into the trash. Aww, poor Natsuki. Picking fights based on opinion is fun though. Yeah, that is, it can be fun sometimes. Natsuki, she really didn't need to do that. I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in an adjacent chair. Everything alright? I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. No, Yuri, how could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. Well, alright, I believe you. Thanks, Hal. You're too kind. I'm thankful to have you a part of this club now. Aww. It's nothing. One more thing. The one thing that Natsuki said about, you know, would never do anything. So shameful. So, eh? What thing did Natsuki say? Well, never mind that. I'm going to make some tea. Good idea. Make enough for more than one person, okay? Yeah. Poor girls. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Oh, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. Maybe you learn something from your friends too, so your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nodded to myself with newfound determination. Hell, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier. Eh? What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Phew. You know how. It's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think that everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. Sayori is so cute. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Well, we'll just have to see what... Oh, I accidentally pressed enter too early. Well, we'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay, yeah, let's do this. And back to the poem. Pina reference. Oh yeah, there is another lurker, I just realised that. Welcome to the stream, person. I like tea. I had tea before. Right, so what I'm going to do is, I'm going to take a quick break because my voice hurts. I'll get a drink and a bit of a breather, and then I'll be back, okay? So, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Let me just... Okay, I'm back. You can still stream when you're dead inside. See me, I'm also dead inside, and I'm still streaming. Okay, we're back, we're back. I got the music back. Right, let's continue. What was I doing? Next route is Sayori's route. Aw. Thanks for the appreciation, guys. At least I'm not in hospital anymore. I feel like it would be a lot worse if I did it while still in hospital. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down into the nearest desk. This is still day 2, by the way. I'm just doing each girl's route because I can't choose a girl. I just can't. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica. We're probably going to seem really lame compared to all the other clubs though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual, but it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem though. Eh? What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event, so it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Sayori is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. That's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could... Cupcakes! For me, it's 1:50 PM at the minute, 1:50 PM. Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. You're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it. Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I ended up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Sayori jump scare moment. Wow! I open my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry. Wait, actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. Does our school have a napping club? If it did, I would totally go to it instead of this club. The napping club. Oh no, maths sucks. What are you trying to do? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know? You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true, though. Yeah, I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. It's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Eh? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on, at least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Eh? Sayori glances around at herself. How was it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either, and there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right here. I tried to wipe off the stain with my finger. But nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's going to tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. We are such good friends, apparently. 12:50 here, so there's 11 hours of difference. That sounds about right for like Australia area. Yeah, if it's 1:50 p.m. here, and it's 12:50 a.m. there, so I think it would be 12:50 a.m. Aggressive typing noises. Yeah, that is 11 hours difference. Australia has like a million time zones though, doesn't it? Yeah, pretty much. Okay, not a million, but there's quite a few for one place. Wait, it's Saturday? Wait, no, it's not it's not 11 hours behind. It's 11 hours ahead. Oh, okay. I thought it was behind because I didn't read the Saturday bit. Okay, that's weird. What's the future like? Hey, you meanie. And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori, why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Eh? That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. You are again. This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kind of things. Eh? Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's hot, humid, and kind of quiet. Yeah, that's pretty much what it's like in nighttime, but it's not very nice, is it? It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs got bigger again. Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now, so... why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that? But it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Phew, that's so much better. Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Go to your closet and do fashion at 1 AM. You could do that, that'd be fun. Because if I had a boyfriend then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway, so that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. Eh? I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine, it's a deal. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves. I envy their friendship, honestly. Yeah, I guess so, huh? So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayori. Aw, but I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Eh? Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! Hell, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I failed to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. Right, so this is the bit we've already done. So I'll skip the bits that we've already done. It's the juice. It's the apple juice. The 1 litre of apple juice. I'm definitely most comfortable sharing it with Sayori first. She's my good friend after all. Oh my goodness, this is so good, Hal. Eh? I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why, because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez, I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Eh? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? Yeah, drinking a litre of apple juice is very good feeling until you're sick. So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem, it's a hell poem, and that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet again with her chest. Oh, against her chest, sorry. You're so weird, Sayori. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. I remember this bit. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. Yep, this is the bit we've already done before. I'm just skipping the bits we've already done before. Let's do Natsuki. I did it from the bottle because I was outside. I just bought a 1 litre bottle and just drank it. Yeah, it starts to hurt towards the end of the juice, for me as well. Okay, well let's start with the things I don't like. First of all, oh wait, I've done this bit as well, I think. I've done this bit as well, actually. I think I've done them all before, pretty much. Yeah, I've done them all before. I think it was just Sayori's that was a new, and Monica that should be new. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Ahaha, don't worry, Hal. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll learn to get past soon. Yeah, we're just like best friends. Just like the friend group. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sort of things in common. Well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case, but maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way that she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you'd think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. You sure you're not reading into it too much? Ahaha, I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own, and you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. Yeah, these are all the bits that I've done before. I'm just skipping the bits that I've done before because, you know. Aw, you got 7 new friends then from the server. Natsuki. Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth. So instead I turn to Yuri. Yuri. But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori. Eh? Yeah. Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? How? Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. Wow. She would never. It's your immaturity that's made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes. Stop! Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented, so why are we fighting? But because, well, also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were, big and beautiful. Oh my gosh, Sayori, you can't just say stuff like that. Sayori. Sayori stands triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression. Oh, make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So, this is why Sayori is vice president, I whisper to Monica. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader, and I can organise things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. Nah, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means Sayori is amazing in her own ways. Oh. Isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make her the president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. Doo-doo-doo-doo. That was a good day. So we've done all of them for the day 2 now. So, oh my gosh, I've been streaming for an hour now. I feel like I should probably stop. Yeah, because I don't want to be streaming for 2 hours by accident like yesterday, because I got really tired after yesterday. I don't want to overwork myself. So we've done day 2. So next stream will be day 3. I will go and schedule that now. So it's all saved. Let me put the music back on. So that is Doki Doki Literature Club. And thank you very much for watching the stream and everything. Oh yeah, I'll be back in the server when I'm done finishing up here. I just need to schedule the next streams and whatnot. I've got another stream tomorrow, not tomorrow, tonight. Let me just check when that is. I'm just going to check quickly when that next stream is. Just bear with me a second. My next stream is upcoming 7:30 PM GMT. So that's in about, yeah, that's okay. It's probably about about 5 hours away, I think. Yeah, probably about 5 hours away. It's okay if you can't make it, because the video will be available on YouTube anyways after. But yeah. As I get better, I will be able to do longer streams. That's okay. That'll be fine. You can always watch it later after. Or I'll be streaming again probably tomorrow, maybe this time as well. It's okay if you can't make it, it really is. I'll also be probably uploading a song cover later as a video before the karaoke. Thanks for the support, guys. I really appreciate it. I really do. So, yeah, that's basically what will happen. Tomorrow I'll be playing more Doki Doki. It might be around this time, so we'll see. But yeah. Yeah, I'm doing karaoke this evening. I always do Friday night karaoke. So, I will see you all in the next one. Thank you very much for watching, and have a lovely day, everyone.